Right, man. You're all right. It's a spiffy little machine.
Okay. Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, you must be looking forward to this tonight. I mean, 2 years ago, what a success, and tonight's going to be even better.
Well, we'd hope so. You know, the one thing that you might worry about is like the cycle of coming around to headline a festival like this doesn't only happen after 2 years, but through popular demand, I'm led to believe that we're back here, you know, and it's at the front of a project rather than the end of one. Download in 2009 was a year or so after the album came out, the Spark Lounge album. This one, the album's out in 10 days' time, so we're right at the front of it. And it's been a mad week. We've had like 3 days. We had a week's worth of rehearsals in Ireland, a day's pre-production, then we played Belfast and Dublin. Yesterday we flew down for the Kerrang Awards and we got the Inspirational Award, which was amazing. Standing ovation in front of people 30 years our juniors. It was very bizarre. You know, I felt like a fish out of water when we first walked in, and I felt 10 foot tall when we walked out. It was brilliant. And then tonight we've got this, you know, and pray that the weather holds and we'll be okay.
The new single, as you know, we've playlisted on the station, and we're playing a lot and getting great reaction. You going to play it tonight?
I think so. I think we are, yes.
I should think so too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got it. You know, we're very conscious of the fact that having been here 2 years ago, you know, some people are going to be thinking, what can they possibly do that's any different than 2 years ago? Well, you know, we do have a pretty big catalogue of songs to choose from, but we also have a responsibility to play to the majority, and it's always a minority that will Twitter these things looking for, why don't you play the whole of On Through the Night? To which the answer is because nobody will know it, except for like 50 people, you know. So you've got a responsibility to certain songs. Look, I don't want to go and see The Who and them not play Love Rain On Me or Pinball Wizard. That's what I want to go and see them for. I want to see the Stones do Brown Sugar. People want to see us do certain songs, and we're going to leave them in the set. But for the front half of the set, we absolutely do have license to throw in new stuff, bring in some older things that we haven't played for a while, and specifically the encore, maybe go back to the first album.
That's if you get an encore.
If we get an encore, of course. One never, you know, I would never tempt fate by just expecting one. No.
I watched the first half hour of your friend of mine, Ricky, with Lizzie there, and
he sounds in top form.
He's
actually
terrific. He's doing great.
Sounds in top form. I didn't get to see him. I never do. This is the thing about festivals. You're doing one, and you can't actually go and watch the bands because you're doing the press, or you're not here. I missed Duff because Duff McKagan had gone by the time we arrived. You know, Lizzie are on now, so I'm not going to get to see them either. I might be able to sneak a couple of songs for The Darkness, but by then I'm into trying on whatever I'm going to wear tonight, darling. You know.
Would you see Justin's new moustache? He's got one of these.
Oh,
fantastic!
Well, the Darkness actually introduced us on stage last night for the Kerrang Awards. They were on the next table, and we were talking to them, and I was telling Justin I was glad I was that they'd reformed, and I asked him if I could actually wax it for him tonight. So. That moustache.
I maybe need to take some tips from us.
Yeah, it's a winner. It's an absolute winner.
Final question for you, Joe. I know you want to go and watch the end of Thin Lizzy with Ricky. The new double live album. There's a song on it, one of the new songs, that you let me hear in advance, and it's a slow one, and I'm damned if I can remember what it's called.
Kings of the World.
Kings of the World. What a lovely song.
Yeah. It's one of Rick Savage's creations, and I say creations because that thing, it's not that wild thing or You Really Got Me that just falls out of your fingers and his two chords. This thing took a lot of time for him to fashion, if you like. You know, it's a labour of love that he spent a long time putting together. It's got obvious connections to bands like Queen, even 10cc's like I'm Not in Love, the vocal harmony blends and stuff like that. It's a very vocal song, but having said that, there's still big drums and guitars all over it. But it's just one of those songs that comes from our hearts because it's the kind of music that we grew up listening to, and sometimes it leaks out into our DNA, and then it leaks out of our fingers and our pens, and we do these songs, and they come out sounding like our heroes. But we've never hidden our influences, and proud to call Kings of the World a Def Leppard song, even though it's definitely got its roots in ELO, Beach Boys, 10cc, Queen, you know, you name it.
Joe, pleasure talking to you as always. Thank you for giving us a bit of time. How about you and I going and
go check out
standing out the front and watch Thin Lizzy's last couple of songs?
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's go for it.